Today on the Mountain View, we satisfy our sweet tooth with an insider look at the Appalachia Cookie Company.
And we have Hannah Parker here from The Peel for our Spotlight interview this week. All this and more here on the Mountain View.
Welcome to the second season of the Mountain View. I'm Luigi Masanga.
And I'm Jaylee Jensen. Thank you for joining us today and tuning for your weekly update on all App State and Boone news.
Ever wanted to embrace mustaches while smashing a car? Mustachio Bashio is here to suit those needs this week. The brothers of Phi Gamma Delta have been growing mustaches over the past month to raise money for charity. Students can donate money to the best mustache at contact tables in the student union now. Thursday will hold a mustache shaving party and car bashing event. All proceeds will be donated to United Service Organization.
The wildlife habitat at Grandfather Mountain has welcomed two new additions to their family. Emmy and Oscar, 9-month-old river otters, made their debut this last week. For the past 3 months, the siblings were in a rehabilitation center. The orphaned otters came from Grandfather after surviving a dog attack. Guests can visit the newcomers daily between 9 and 5, weather permitting.
You know, Jaylee, I've never seen a baby otter live. I imagine they're probably the cutest things ever.
Oh, I'm sure they are. I've never seen one live either.
I mean, I feel like they would probably just be walking around and doing their little clappy things, and it'd be the most adorable thing. I wouldn't know how to handle it.
And I hear they're even cuter in the snow this past weekend.
Sounds like I have to give it a look.
Yep.
I will honestly have to give it a look. Boone's sweetest and best kept secret is just fresh out the oven, and app students cannot get enough. Our own Tyler Harden visited Appalachia Cookie Company to get a scoop of the dough himself.
We all have a sweet tooth, and Appalachia Cookie Company is a great place to satisfy that craving. I went behind the scenes with owner Dave Holloman to learn more.
Now, I wanted to work for myself, and basically I'd seen the idea somewhere else that I thought I could improve upon. I thought I could do it better, and that's kind of what we did. We just started making recipes one night and didn't stop.
I went back to the kitchen to see the cookie creation process. Manager Steve Holloman told me how they come up with ideas.
Trial and error. Sometimes we take other recipes and we just tweak them a little bit, and see what comes out. Like now we're working on the red velvet espresso cookie.
Appalachia Cookie Company's most popular flavor is by far the classic chocolate chip cookie. One of their signature flavors is the Ron Swanson.
The Ron Swanson was basically a love of Jack Daniels and bacon and maple syrup and dark chocolate. So basically I just combined those things into a cookie, and it came out incredible.
The company has only been open since January, but it's already looking toward the future.
Right now we're expanding through shipping, so we just announced our shipping operation. We really haven't even promoted it yet. We just brought it live on our website. The idea is that we can kind of service a wider market.
With a variety of sweet treats, the Appalachia Cookie Company is a great place to stop by, or deliveries always an option. Reporting for the Mountain View, I'm Tyler Harden.
Veterans Day is only a couple days away, and Boone will be the place to celebrate. Boone Mall is hosting its annual ceremony Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. The event will feature the Watauga Community Band and various keynote speakers. Appalachian State will have the ceremony and breakfast beginning at 7:30 a.m. at the Veterans Memorial next to the Doherty Administration Building. Both events are open to the public and to commemorate the holiday. This week, Boone is filled with a slew of exciting events. Feeling the need to get out and dance right away? The house party benefiting Hospitality House 365 Projects will be this Saturday at the Uptown on Howard Street, starting at 10 p.m. The Blacklight Rave will feature a DJ, an artist, raffle prizes, and Christmas trees.
The LA Theater Works presents Tuesday at 8 p.m. in the Schaefer Center. Based on the novel set during the Civil Rights Movement in Alabama, this play has spawned many adaptations, including an Oscar-winning movie. More information is available at pas.appstate.edu.
Garrett Mansfield is here with us for the latest in sports. Welcome, Garrett.
Thank y'all for having me. It feels great to be back on the Mountain View.
Perfect.
So there's a lot of stuff going on in the sports world right now. College football is underway. NFL football is going strong. The NBA just started. But there's one thing that I want to talk to y'all about.
What is
That's
it?
college basketball. My favorite time of year. I absolutely love college basketball. And this season is especially important for the Appalachian State Mountaineers, as both teams are having a new coach, and they have a
new
new conference with
Yeah.
the Sun Belt. So it's going to be very exciting. You look at the men's team, Jim Fox is their head coach. He comes from Davison. He studied under Bob McKillop. He's a winner down there in Davison. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the team adapts his system and really responds to it. I think there are two players that I'm really looking forward to watching this year. I think Tommy Spagnola is going to be one of them. He's a senior forward. Look for him to be the post presence for the Mountaineers this year and really clean up all the rebounds. And then Tab Hamilton. He's the leading scorer for the Mountaineers last year. He's back again. Look for them to really go to him when they need some points and look for him to shoot up a lot of threes there beyond the arc. And then you look at the women's team with Coach Angel Elderkin. She comes to us from LSU. She was a winner down there. She was an assistant coach and helped the Tigers to a Sweet 16. New system for the women's team as well. But there are three players that I really think we need to look at for that team. You have Mariah Sidner, who's the senior forward on that team. She's going to be the post presence for them, their go-to scorer. She averaged almost 20 points a year last year. And then you look at Katie Mallow. She's a senior guard. She started several games last year for the Mountaineers and is really looking to be a scorer for this team. Look for them to go to her, and she can light it up from three-point range. I was able to go out to practice and see them play a little bit. And I was really impressed with Maddie Story. Maddie Story is a freshman that comes to us, and she's actually going to be the starting point guard this year for the Mountaineers. She has great court vision. She was dealing all kinds of assists out there. So I was really impressed with what she had to offer. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the season goes for both the Mountaineer teams.
I'm excited.
When is the first game?
The men's team will actually play Saturday the 15th. They'll be going up to Ohio University to take on them. And then the women's team will actually be taking on a familiar foe for Coach Angel Elderkin as she comes from LSU. They'll be going to Lexington, Kentucky to play against the Wildcats of the Kentucky there.
Wow.
So big games, big
Yeah,
games.
I'm very
Yes,
excited to
very
see how this
excited.
goes. I'm very excited.
All right, that's all that I got for sports. It's all college basketball today.
Thank you, Garrett.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Now we would love to welcome our debut guest for the season, Hannah Parker, the editor-in-chief of the Peel Literary and Arts magazine, for our guest spotlight.
Welcome, Hannah.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing well. I wanted to ask you, so what exactly is the Peel?
Yeah, so we're a lot of things. Essentially, our whole purpose is cultivating creative expression on campus, and so a lot of the ways we do that, we're essentially trying to showcase student work in whatever way possible. So students will submit their visual work, their prose, their poetry, all their types of writing, and we will take it, edit it, critique it, throw it online, put it in a publication. We also have open mic events, spoken word events, and critique events throughout the year as well.
So this past showcase you were in, you won a fairly decent amount of prize.
Fairly decent, yeah. Yeah, we won a few things like Best in Show, and we had a spread page that we won, but most importantly, we won the Pacemaker. And essentially what that is, it's Associated Collegiate Press puts out this national award, and it's just essentially whatever publication is all around the best. And we managed to win that, which is it's a big deal, I guess.
Yeah.
Especially because we're a tiny little school in Boone and up on the mountains, and we have a really small publication that not a lot of people know about, and we beat out some really incredible schools and a lot of really cool stuff. So we're really excited.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Some of the big schools out there, what would you say their funding and difference were to be to yours?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So the Peel started in 2007. Most of the schools that we were competing against started in about one started in 1897. Most of them have been around for about 30 to 50 years, though, for the most part. And they're receiving about 5 times as much funding as we are. So.
And we ended up beating them.
Yeah.
It's like David versus Goliath.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it was cool. Feeling good about it.
So how long has our publication been here in Boone?
7 years.
7 years?
Yeah, this will be our 7th year.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Very
pretty
impressive.
fresh.
Yes. So you are the editor-in-chief of the Peel.
I am. Yeah.
What does
I'm
that
the chief.
entail? What is it?
Yeah,
Are
so
you just run the show, or?
no, I just have a nice title and sit around at a desk. No, I'm just kidding. No, we have we have 4 committees.
Okay.
So that's visual, prose, poetry, and then our PR committee. And so each of those committees have everywhere from about 10 to 15 people. So I essentially oversee those major committees. I have a staff underneath me, and then I help to I'm the executive voice with all the things that we put in the publication and online.
Great. So everything that's on the Peel is only by students.
Yep. Yeah, we're completely student run.
Awesome. Thank you, Hannah. If you're interested in being featured in our guest spotlight, please contact the National Broadcasting Society through AppSync.
Thank you for joining us for this episode. Please like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. Tune in next week for our weekly update here at the Mountain View. Stay gold, App State.